My name is Isaac Deely, and I am creating jobs for people with autism and Asperger's syndrome, and I want you to help. It's really easy. Just go to autlabs.com, that's www.autlabs.com, and sign up for our newsletter and check out our wiki, and there are all sorts of ways that you can help us out. Our project is loosely based on a Danish company called Specialisterne. They are a software testing company. They hire all people with Asperger's syndrome as software testers, and they've been around for 5 years. And not only are they successful, they are phenomenally successful. They turn over £2 million a year in revenues. So with just 60 employees. So this is something that absolutely can be done. We can bring the unemployment rate for people with autism and Asperger's syndrome down from 80% that it is right now. And this is the way to do it. So what we need right now mostly is exposure. We need people to see the project and understand that we are creating these same kinds of jobs here in the United States. Because until recently there wasn't anybody really, making an effort to make this happen here in the U.S. And that's what we're doing with the Autelligent Laboratories project. So we need to raise awareness of the project. We need to get exposure. And in order to do that, I've decided to write a book. I'm not going to be writing it, actually. What I'm doing is I'm accepting submissions of stories. The autism community right now is full of books by autistic people, family members of autistic people, about my life with Asperger's syndrome, or my life with autism, or what it's like to raise a child with an autism spectrum disorder. And so you can just about you can't hardly turn around in the autism community without tripping over a half a dozen of books of that variety. And so I thought, although I am an autistic person, I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome in 2008, that I wasn't likely to really add anything meaningful to the community by writing a book about my life with Asperger's syndrome, because I'm sure that anything that I would write in that book has already been said by a dozen other people who have written books about their lives with Asperger's syndrome. And so instead of doing that, and also because these books have a limited market appeal, they appeal to people who are on the spectrum, and they appeal to people who have immediately family members on the spectrum who live with them daily. But they really don't appeal to anybody else. Nobody else is going to buy them. An occasional person. But the vast majority of people will never buy a book about my life with autism. And so, in terms of raising awareness, a book like that could, certainly raise awareness within the community. But what I wanted to do was raise awareness amongst the broader population. I want everyone to know what we're doing, not just people within the autism community. Within the autism community, yes, absolutely. But I want everyone else to know what we're doing too. And so I decided to, instead of making My Life with Autism book, I decided to make a book of funny stories about work, about jobs. So if you have a funny story about a job that you had, whether it was an office job or you worked at a gas station or whatever, feel free to submit it to me at info@autlabs.com. We are taking submissions. And to get people aware of the book project too, I decided, instead of just submitting to the publishers through standard channels, because it's really difficult to get a book accepted at publishers that way, I decided to do something a little different. And also, that I think this will be good, because this will also get us more exposure. We'll be able to talk to more people, and we're actually going to be able. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be able to get involved with a lot of different people and help make some dreams come true for them too, not just for us who are, creating these jobs. There's a guy by the name of Kyle McDonald, and Kyle McDonald in 2005 traded a paperclip for a house. He took a standard paperclip, it's about this big, and he traded it up. He bartered his way up from this little paperclip to an entire house. Not a scam. It's not a fluke. It's just what he did, and you can read all about it on OneRedPaperclip.com. And I was looking at all the information about his trades, how he went from that little paperclip to the house in Saskatchewan, Canada. And I realized that this would be a really great way for us to have some fun, get some exposure, and talk to a lot of different kinds of people, and actually also give them some things that are really going to be really useful to them. And so I decided to start trading my way up to a book deal with a mainstream publisher. So when we do finally get that book deal, we should have all of our story submissions, and I'll have it all compiled, and we'll have the book ready to go. We're just on our way up there, and we're going to do it a little bit at a time, incremental trades. And I started trading with a little ceramic cup that I had here on my desk, and I've already made my first trade. A woman here in Dallas by the name of Tanya traded me this beautiful heart-shaped glass hanging. It's hand-blown glass. It's multicolored. This may not be the best light to see it in, but it gives you an idea what it looks like. I'm sure it looks a lot nicer actually in brighter light, like on your deck or your porch or in your window. And so if you are interested in having a nice piece of window hanging art, glass art like this, email me at info@turnkey.to or call me at area code 817-385-0301 and let me know what you have to trade for it. I'm open to all kinds of suggestions, tech gadgets, other pieces of art, whatever you want to trade. Just make me an offer and I'll let you know. So other than that, come visit our website, autlabs.com, www.autlabs.com, and I look forward to hearing from you all. Thank you.